Carl. This is July 8th, 2020. Worked on the range a lot, and you know, you'll see here we're fighting the over the top thing, and we got a problem with hand pass. But that posture's great. We like everything going on in here. So we'll take a look. Well, I'll just play it first off. No groaning from the peanut gallery. Let's see. So there's a lot of stuff going on there, right? So that's position 1, which is really good. We want to look for position 2, 1.5. So you're dragging the club right off the plane immediately. So 1.5, it should be right on the plane here. And now watch what's happening to your wrists. Your wrists are going like this. So it kicks and you're rotating around here. So it kicks your hand away from the body. It also kicks the club back. So this combination move is doing it in 2 different ways. Watch your hands. See that rotate? See your hands go like this? No, they only go like this. So at this point, look, here's the butt of the club. It's clear out here. It started at the green line. So that's like 8 inches. So what happens is you lose that connection in that left pec and bicep. So you're stuck jamming in here, and then you're stuck, yeah. Okay, and look where here's a club face. Here's a club head. And the shaft. So, and this is where it should be. See it? It's right where the circle is. So it's, now, he throws his hands a little way too, but he's really good from here on. He just gets major depth like that. So you can get by with that, but why? If you just rotate this, that hand just comes naturally inside. So let me give you a picture of this. And take away. Okay, so as far as I'm concerned, this kind of cooks you right here. Okay, oops. Do one other thing here. Yeah. Check out the eye movement. Head movement, right? Okay, so yeah. So your head goes from the red cross to the red dot. Not particularly good. But here's the good thing. Okay, so now the butt of the club is clear out here. Actually, it's further, isn't it? It's that far. It's like 10 inches. Now it's got to work like a bandit just to get that green line's where it started. But I love this. This, look, super laid off. But there's tension because it's inside, laid off, then you overcorrect. the dump over. That's what I was showing you in the parking lot. It comes from the side. This is spectacular here. Look where this is pointed. But the problem is, look, it's almost at the top of your backswing. The butt of the club is about where it started. Right? So essentially there's no depth. Okay, so now this is the overcorrection. So it's back inside. You get here, and this is where I think your body wants you to stop. But this move kills you. See that last little move? It's laid off. Now watch it. It's parallel to the swing plane. It's almost on that yellow line, but here it is. Here's steepness going in. Now, look, so it's in a pretty good spot here, but look at this. The hands are too far forward. Look where his hands are. This angle is a little deceiving. See, he's going up that way, but we can see about where it is. Yeah, so it's mid calf. I mean, if we pulled it around this way, it'd probably be, or mid foot, probably be in here. But as he comes down, well, right here, and here's his toe line. So he's at this. He's like 10 inches inside the toe line. You're right on it with the butt of the club. And he comes down. So it gets in the hitting area. Now it gets on the toe line. This is where it's legal to come into the hitting area, but watch, he just pulls it back. Now he's got, it's a different swing, but trust me, you can't get anywhere with that toe line. Now, here's the good thing is you try to save it because we've been talking about trying to shallow it out, and you're working really hard at shallowing it. Watch, look. So now it's shallowing. See that? Yeah. So that's great. Do that earlier. From this position instead of this move, just from here, woof. It's basically turning the doorknob with your left hand. So I'm here, I'm turning the doorknob with my left hand. Without moving this, I'm turning it. So here, it's Fowler's move. Turn the doorknob, and then down. It's not. Okay. So then you come down. So at this point, you can't see it, but there's the blur, that's the club head. So this isn't terribly steep. Some on the range were. So here's the butt of the club. Go to blur. Yeah. Okay. So this one, see how the blur is inside your hands? That's excellent. But you saved it right here again. So if you just start from there, get better depth, and start from there down towards the ball, you got it made. So this is about a 15% Mr. Wiggles here, right? The real Mr. Wiggles is over in this no man's land. Hell of a lot better. But that little move, just right from there, just, you get that thing a little deeper. But this left arm is perfect. Look at that, right along the swing plane. Elbow is great. Didn't you have for a while have that flying elbow? Anyway, elbow is great. A lot of things, flat wrist. Flat wrist. So a lot of things good there. But this is killing you. And when you're coming down, great. But see, you can't make that move every time. Like some on the range, you weren't. You're just flopping it over the top. Here, because you knew the truth machine was running, you did a good job of laying it down. But out in the range, you weren't. See, that's coming in a pretty good spot there, Carl. You know, then you're kind of coming away from the back wall, lose your spine angle. So you come away from the back wall instead of this move where if you rotate around your left leg, you'll come away from it and look like that. You want to rotate around your spine, and it looks like this from behind. If I rotate around my spine, look, that left cheek goes back. If I rotate around here, this belly comes belly to the bone. So you've got to rotate around your spine. When that belly goes to the ball, you come away from the wall, lose your spine angle. Look, that spine angle versus that spine angle you had and address. Set up for lift and sit. So elements are way better, but I'm telling you, you didn't have this flattening off on the range. Okay, so let's look from the other perspective here. Should be no surprises. Yeah? Okay. Yeah. Let's work on your eye line a little higher. We're seeing most of the top of your cap, and if you take the extreme, you can't make a turn, right? So you're concerned about making a turn, and I think that's a concern. We'll see. Getting the head up and rotating it will help the turn without changing anything in the swing. Okay, so let's look from this angle. Oof. Okay, so we got some Curtis Strange action here. Head movement. Look at your head. Start on the X. Now Curtis Strange did that. So you get here, the shoulder bumps into your chin, now you rotate your head, which is fine. See, that's a pretty good backswing shoulder-wise. Your right shoulder disappears. This is behind the ball. This slant is good. That's good. What's not so good is you go from the red X to that, and you're also swaying. So you get this move here, and your head's going here, and then rotate. And what you want is this actually rotates around your spine. You should have a ball lift here between where the hip started and on the backswing. See the ball? And the head, Curtis Strange and Cover the Edge would sway off as much as you, but then they have to sway the head exactly back, so the modern swing doesn't sway at all. They just rotate around here like this, so they don't have to. So that swaying off is going to cause you, to be more linear. You got a good chance of topping it. See, that's a major sway there. Big guy. Major sway. Now you got to sway like a bandit to get this thing back. Look, hip's not even back to where it was at address. Right there, it's at address. Let's see. Look at this guy. See, his hands are at his chest here. Here's the weight shift. out towards the left, and that left hip is going to start going back. Look at the difference. You haven't moved from off the dime, so that's lower body shutdown. But here's what did happen though. You had that 3-inch shift or sway. You got it back 3 inches, but it's all there. Now as you come into hit, that really haven't cleared that left hip out, have you? Yeah. So at impact, you can see only one cheek. At that, there's slight rotation that goes with your knees, but look at. I'll show him, but from this angle, look. See his head's behind the ball. His hips and knees aren't. So that left hip's in the way, so you're getting up with the chicken wings, that right chicken wing, and all the pros get to this double straight arm, but that's just because your hips haven't rotated out of the way. If your left hip doesn't rotate out of the way, look, got to go here. If the hip rotates out of the way, look, you can get just like him. So, and so you're really not getting your force. With the strength you have, we ever get to here, so you can clear out to here, it's going to go 20% further and straight. But see, we're not even to this is a symptom. It's not a cause. The cause is this steepness, and then belly from the wall. Then you mix in this move here with quickness. You don't get a chance to lay it down. That's why you make it quick. You're in this bad position here. Well, it's not terribly bad, but this is better. But see, the club's going this way. If you just stay here with depth, now, and you just set it down and turn through and simplify the swing. You know what I'm saying, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So from this dimension, this is all to be expected because we know you lost the spine angle, belly to the ball, mainly because you're used to this over-the-top swing. In this particular case, you manufactured it and started it, and then you go, oh no, and then you laid it off perfectly, and then swing through. But on the range, you weren't. You're over the top. Except on the one swing where I had you stop and go, right? I can share those videos. Yeah, that was more realistic. Okay, so, oh, geez.